I go for refuge. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanje Joda Soge Dane Gyasu Che Nage Jin Soge Beso Tola Benjir Sanje Jubara Sho Sanje Joda Soge Chon Chanjo Bardo Dane Gyasu Che Dage Jin Soge Beso Namki Chola Benjir Sanje Jubara Sho Sanje Joda Soge Chonam Chanjo Bardo Dane Gyasu Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge Chola Benjir Sanje Jubare Sho Om Ye Dharma Etu Prabhavam Etum Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashamanaya Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Dathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaya Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Dathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaya Swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. A cessation of causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, today we'll read page 197. Page 197. Noble Pursuit, Revealing One's Personal Realizations. And reading this, one should be inspired. One should be inspired to study more, contemplate more, and meditate. And this is actually the spiritual journey of Lama Tsongkhapa. And you will see what kind of things that he learned, he studied, practiced, and meditated. Noble Pursuit, Revealing One's Personal Realizations by Lama Tsongkhapa. Om, may virtue prevail. O, the Guru, the eyes to see favorable states, a respite for those wandering in samsaric paths, the root of virtues and happiness. I prostrate at your feet, Venerable Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Rejoicing in virtue is said to be the supreme, by generating an overflowing sense of rejoicing over past virtues without the rise of ostentatiousness. The Buddha said, the virtues of the past will proliferate. With conviction in the Buddha's words and upon seeing other benefits, it is worthwhile that one practices rejoicing. At the outset, I pursued vast learning. In the middle, all scriptures resounded to me as pith instructions. In the end, I practiced day and night, and I dedicated all my virtues towards proliferating the Dharma. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. If not lit by the general lamp of learning, the path will not be seen, let alone lead one to the supreme city of nirvana. Knowing this, the afraid of complacence or partial and superficial understanding, I diligently studied all the texts of Maitreya and the sixth ornament of the two supremes. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Particularly with effort, I learned assiduously the difficult points of philosophical treatises, which alone are the gateway for ordinary beings to establish ultimate reality. Despite goals turns noble, immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, that treasure of wisdom. Despite the great amount of effort I put into learning and treatises of sutras and tantras, by no means what and I was advanced than those who are untrained and illiterate. In terms of the practice and explanation of the profound meaning, therefore relying on writings on suitable logical ways to discern the profound, particularly by Arya I thoroughly learned all the points that lead to the right view. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. For the journey to complete enlightenment, there are two vehicles, Sutra and Mantra. As widely renowned as the sun and the moon, as amazing superiority of Mantrayana over Sutrayana. While agreeing that this expression is true, if a scholar fails to inquire into profound vehicle, yet claims that he is intelligent, where on earth can one find a more unwise person? Alas, it is deplorable to abandon the sublime path that is rare to find. Realizing this, I diligently strove for long in the virtual vehicle, the supreme vehicle of the victors, the profound treasure trove of the two feats, rarer than the Buddhas. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. For those ignorant of the modes of the paths of the three lower tantric schools, decisively proclaiming the superiority of highest yoga tantra over all other tantric schools, it is mere belief. Realizing this well, I've familiarized myself for long with the general and the specific expositions of the three lineages of action tantra, like Sanghya's the Samwa Chikyu, the Sacred General Tantra, the sutra requested by the Sabahu and Samden Chema latter concentration. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immense grateful to you, I am Araminjishri, the treasure of wisdom. I learned Varuchana Sambodhi, the foremost of the second tantric school, performance tantra. I gained good insight into it. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. I practice a tantra of Palden Tingyi Dupe Gu, the glorious tantra of the compendium of reality, the supreme of the third tantric school, Yoga Tantra, and the commentarial tantras, Doji Semo, Vajrapik Tantra, and so on. By training in the above text, I experienced the joyous feat of Yoga Tantra. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. I learned the Guya Samaja, the father tantra, the mother yoga tantras, Hevajra and Chakra Sambhara, as well as the root and commentarial tantras. Also learned the stainless light which illuminates the Kala Chakra Tantra, a great tradition which differs in its position from the other tantras. These, the highest yoga tantra, the fourth, are as widely known as the sun and the moon to the masters of India, the Arya land. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. This concludes the section where initially I strove extensively in studies. Next, I strove to gather all conducive factors. For long, I made fervent supplications with unwavering faith in Manjushri, the supreme being who eliminates the mental darkness of that the text might resound within mere spit instructions. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Through their effort, I was able to immaculately discern the infallibility of the Lamrim that is transmitted by Nagarjuna Sangha. Thereby, the perfection of Paramita text, the most sublime of all the profound, resonated as with instructions. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble. Immense grateful to you, I Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. In this land of the northern direction, among the learned and the not learned, there is unanimous proclamation that the genre of the epistemology, compendium of valid cognition, and the 7 treatises on epistemology contain no exposition of the stages of experience along the journey to enlightenment. Yet the proving and advice given by the Manjushri to Tignaka, you compose this compendium of valid cognition. This will be an eye to all sentient beings in the future, is considered valid by them. Seeing this is to be the greatest contradictory statements, I especially explored and analyzed this subject. I studied the forward and reverse reasoning to bring confluence in the reliable authority, a guide to enlightenment, a content of the supplicatory verse of compendium of valid cognition. Thus a profound conviction arose in me in the infallibility of the Buddha for those seeking complete liberation. This in turn engendered an in-depth conviction in his teaching, which alone are the gateway for the aspired liberation. There arose in me an unexcelled joy over seeing that this reasoning gave birth to an understanding of how to synthesize all the salient aspects of the path of the two vehicles, reflecting thus, immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Then by putting effort into the comparative study of the Bodhisattva grounds and the Sutra Alankara, Ornamental Sutra, all the teachings of Maitreya and his followers appeared into me as practical instructions. Reflecting thus, as white gold turns noble, immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Through Shiksha Samuchaya, a compendium of training in particular, which is a compilation of numerous texts of vastness and profundity, giving insight into the vital aspects of the path, I understood well how to integrate texts such as the Sutra Samuchaya, compendium of sutras by Nagarjuna into practice. Reflecting thus, as aspired goal turns noble, immense grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Through the paid instructions eloquently spoken by Sangye Sangwa, I am able to understand well all the salient points of the path of Samden Chima, later concentration, and Varujana Sambodhi as paid instructions. Reflecting thus, as aspired goal turns noble, immense grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Though it is relatively easier to understand that the principal features of the paths of Balden Dingyi Dube are subsumed under the three meditative concentrations, because of Master Sangye Sangwa's succinct explanation of the profound practices by intertwining the three, wrote commentarial and associated tantric texts, and because of his explanation of the profound practices of the three tantras in conformity with Kamalashila's Bhavana Krama, the stages of meditation, my mental darkness was dispelled. Reflecting thus, the aspired goal turns noble, immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Ultimate of all the sublime teachings of the Buddha is the highest Yoga Tantra. Exceptional profound among them is Shri Guel Samaja, the king of Tantras. In relation to this Tantra, Immaculate Teacher Nagarjuna said thus, it is through the Guru's oral instructions and following the commentarial Tantras that one will gain insight into the features of the path outlined in the root Tantras, as set forth and sealed in the explanation system known as 6 corners and 4 modes. Viewing this as essential, I familiarized myself with the ultimate instructions of the Arya tradition Guya Samaja Dorje, the summary exposition, Jyotu compendium of context, Namshak in exposition, and so forth. With great effort, with the help of the Chandragadis, the Proti Patyotana, Clay Lam, I practiced the root tantra by synthesizing 5 great commentarial treatises. As a result of training, thus, I accomplished the 2 stages of Guya Samaja in general, and all the themes of the completing in particular, reflecting thus the aspired goal turns noble, immensely grateful I am to you, Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. By virtue of this, the salient points of many sets of tantras like Kalachakra and Degi appeared as paid instructions. I've already explained this in other compositions. Here I'm merely mentioning it for the wise ones, reflecting thus as aspired goal turns noble, immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. This concludes the second section of how, in the middle, all treatises appear as paid instructions. Having become a treasured source of paid instructions, I endeavor to familiarize myself with the comprehensive path of the common paths of the 2 Mahayanas and with the 2 stages of the uncommon path, reflecting thus as aspired goal turns noble, immensely grateful to you, I am Manjushri, the treasure of wisdom. Since it is with that the Ganges river of Bodhisattva's prayers is subsumed in the prayer to uphold the Buddha Dharma. I dedicate all rules of virtue accumulated towards the proliferation of the Buddha Dharma, reflecting thus as pious goal turns noble. Immensely grateful to you, I am Manjush with the treasure of wisdom. This concludes the third section on how, in the end, I practice day and night and dedicated all virtues towards the proliferation of Dharma. I compose this to reveal my realizations, to extensively multiply my virtues and properly guide the many intelligent and fortunate ones to the unmistaken gateway. By the power of the collection of the virtues obtained thus, may all sentient beings uphold the unsurpassable actions of the Buddhas by following these stages and enter the path that pleases the Buddhas. Okay, so here in the last verse, Lama Tsongkhapa said, I composed this to reveal my realizations, to extensively multiply my virtues and probably guide the many intelligent and fortunate ones to the unmistaken gateway. This is the very precious advice for us. Okay. This morning we were doing what? Rejection of the 7 modes of the objective existence. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Which page is it? Page 4. Okay, page 4. Oh, yes, yes. Page 6. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so 3 questions are there. Okay, the first one, page 4. Okay, now what we learned all these last 7 days is that wisdom, the dependent origination, emptiness, these are the 2 sides of the same coin. This is what we learned. 2 sides of the same coin. Okay. That for some of us, this is like repetition, but is a revision. For many of us, this is something that we are learning new. Okay, first of all, now it's very easy for us. First, when you talk about emptiness, to jump into emptiness concept, the first thing that we need to do is we have to get through the gate of 2 questions. Only if you pass through these 2 gates well, then you're entitled to go into emptiness. There are 2 questions. First is, do things exist? Do things exist? According to the Buddha's teaching, do things exist? Or no, in Buddhism, nothing exists. Everything is empty, selfless. This is nihilism. So, do things exist? What should be the answer? Yes, things exist. Only if you say yes, you entitled to go for the second question, second gate. When you say things exist, on the contrary, if you say no, things don't exist, what's the problem? Hey, what happened? If you say things don't exist, instead of saying things exist, if you say things don't exist, what's the problem? Roy?
Nothing's matter.
Nothing matters. Which means? Okay. Which means that it's like, so nothing matters, meaning that then nothing should make sense. Then it becomes like nihilism. Okay. So in other words, what Roy is saying is that if you say, do things exist? If you say no, you fall into nihilism, extreme of nihilism. You agree? We all agree with Roy? Good. Then only if you say yes, things exist, then you're allowed to go for this second question. Second question is, do things exist objectively? What's your answer? Hey, what happened? Is it because then now it's coming to the end, or because it's after lunch? Huh?
No.
No to what? Not the last, not coming close to the, no coming close to the end. No after the lunch. Is this no? What no?
don't understand.
For everything you say no, no. Okay, do things exist objectively? No, okay, no. If you say yes, what's the problem? Okay, the Tinzirandula. Then you fall in the extreme of absolutism because nothing is subjectively. Okay, so only when you pass these two questions well with the proper answers, do things exist? Answer is yes. Do things exist objectively? No. Don't think things don't exist objectively, they exist subjectively. Then you are entitled to go into the emptiness. Okay, so remember these two questions. Remember these two questions, and these two questions and the answers are best given by Aranyagarjuna in the verse which we read this morning, where Aranyagarjuna taught, having understood emptiness well, understood emptiness well means no objective reality, yet conform to the functionality of the world. You're also conformed to the law of karma. Cause and effect is there. Things exist, but things don't exist objectively. This is the wonder of all the wonders, and this is amazement of all the amazements. You remember that? Okay, that verse, where is it? Anyone? Mendola, 218. Okay, 218, just check it to see if it's true. 218. 218. Where is it? Yes, thank you. Yes, 218. Very good. I'm glad. Okay. Once that is done, the next is that, so what we said is to understand emptiness, you should be freed from the two extremes, extreme of nihilism and absolutism. So for that, we have to see that emptiness and dependent origination, these are the two sides of the same coin. How? First, we have to, what I share with you is that emptiness means dependent origination, number one. Number two, dependent origination means the middle way. Okay, I tell you A equals B and B equals C. So what is your deduction? Therefore, A equals C. So likewise, I say emptiness equals dependent origination, and dependent origination equals the middle way. Therefore, emptiness equals the middle way. It is not nihilism. It is not absolutism. It is not nihilism. It is the middle way. So for that, we have to establish how emptiness equals dependent origination. Okay, first, how emptiness equals dependent origination. For this, we need to know 5 points. For this, we need to know 5 points. How to 5 points to establish what? That emptiness equals the middle way. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, 5 points to establish emptiness equals the middle way. Huh? Okay. Dijala. Very good. Now emptiness equals the middle way. You getting it? Emptiness equals dependent origination. For that, 5 points. 1, emptiness. Emptiness. Number 2, emptiness means the emptiness. Okay, emptiness is a short form of emptiness of independent existence. Okay, anyone? What is who? Okay, let's say Abhinash. What is who? Okay, Justin, what is who? Justin, you don't know who? Huh? You don't know? Who are you? Oh, good. So, who, right? I'm not asking who are you. You're getting it? Who is what? WHO. What is this? World Health Organization. You're getting it? I'm not asking who are you, Justin. You're getting it? who is a short form of World Health Organization. Likewise, say emptiness is not just empty. It is a short form of emptiness of independent existence. Emptiness, number one is emptiness. Number two, it is a short form of emptiness of independent existence. Number three, emptiness of independent existence means nothing exists independently. Number three. Number four, nothing exists independently means everything exists by, nothing exists independently means everything exists by dependence. Very good. This is number four. Everything is dependently existent means everything is dependently originated. Number one, emptiness. Number two, emptiness, short form of emptiness of independent existence. Number three, what is number three? Emptiness of independent existence means nothing exists independently. Nothing exists independently means number four, everything exists by dependence. Number four. Everything exists by dependent means number five, everything is dependently originated, dependently arising. You're getting it? Dependently risen. Okay, five. So from these 5 points, we deduce that emptiness is the meaning of dependent origination. Number one. What is number two? Huh? Very good. And dependent origination means the middle way. So A equals B, B equals C. Dependent origination means the middle way. How? Dependent origination has two sides, dependence and origination. First, dependence. When you say dependent, what is the opposite of dependence? Didi, what's the opposite of dependence? Independence. Very good. So when you say dependent origination, the first one, dependent, it rejects independence. Something which exists independently, something which exists absolutely, these two mean the same. So when you say dependent, you are rejecting the extreme of independence or extreme of absolutism. Absolute, independent, they mean the same. So dependent, by dependence, it rejects the extreme of absolutism. What's the second one? Origination. When you say origination, origination means something comes into origination, something comes into existence. What is the opposite of existence? Non-existence, nihilism. When you say origination, it rejects the extreme of nihilism. So, dependence, it rejects the extreme of absolutism. Origination, it rejects the extreme of nihilism. Bringing the two together, dependent origin together, rejects the two extremes. Rejecting the true extreme is following the middle way. This is how dependent origination means the middle way. You getting it? Okay, now what is your conclusion? Therefore, emptiness means the middle way. Very good. Therefore, emptiness means the middle way. You getting it? Emptiness is not nihilism. In future, if at all you come to know, you come to hear, particularly with the big labels like professors, In fact, I heard some professors, usually the thing is that these issues come with the people who, not only these, people who did not really study the Buddhist philosophy systematically. They just read books and then they just start teaching. This is a problem. So first you have to learn very systematically. Once you get a good picture of the Buddhist teachings, then you can read books, standard books, and then you can teach on the basis of these books. That's fine. But without studying systematically, and then you read the books, you will get all kinds of wrong understandings. Okay. So this is the what? Emptiness means the dependent origination, and dependent origination means the middle way. Don't forget it. With this mind, now going back to the text. Text meaning the verse from Arinigarjuna's text, page 4. Page 4 from the Blaze of Non-Dual Bodhisattvas. And this section, this is taken from Arinigarjuna's most important text, which is the fundamental wisdom of the middle way. the fundamental wisdom of the middle way, and some of the chapters are included in this book, The Blaze. Some of the chapters included, and you may be wondering on what basis these chapters are selected. Out of 27 chapters, we included, one is that? 5, I think, 5 chapters selected, 5 chapters. And chapter 25 I selected because it was, at one point, it was a part of syllabus of Delhi University Buddhist Studies Department. Chapter 25 I added it because of that. Because there's some Delhi University students, they come requesting to teach that, and I said, why you want this chapter? They said it is a part of their syllabus. It's a course. Okay, I don't know what it is today. And there are other selected chapters. They were the chapters which His Holiness the Dalai Lama selected, and oftentimes gives teachings exclusively on these selected chapters. So these are included here in this book. Okay, so this section, independent origination, there's no seedling, no rising, so forth. It came from where? It came from which source? Mula Madhyamika Karika, which is Fundamental Wisdom of the Middle Way by Aranagarjuna. And this is a word of salutation. This is a word of salutation. Before the text starts, Aranagarjuna praised the Buddha with this verse. Okay, now explaining this, it says independent origination. So we said that dependent origination and emptiness, these are the two sides of the same coin. Dependent origination equals emptiness, emptiness equals dependent origination, and dependent origination equals the middle way. But keep in mind that emptiness, dependent origination, these two are not 100% equal. You're getting it? And why not 100% equal? Dependent origination is positive phenomena, and emptiness is a negative phenomena. You're getting it? Okay, some of us who are new to this, you may be a little confused. This is very important. I have to explain this. But did I say these two are not 100% same? They mean the same, but these two are not 100%. Why? Dependent origination is a positive phenomena, and emptiness is a negative phenomena. What do you mean by positive, negative? Anyone? What impression do you get when I say positive? Positive and negative. Quick, Jimula.
Dependent origination is positive, it's real, you can see it here.
Okay.
Emptiness is like negative because we have to create something which is not beyond the object. Like negative,
Okay. Okay, Jimula. Because that you are very special. You have a very charming quality. Otherwise, you will be put a penalty. You know why? Because he came for retreat 3rd or 4th time. I'm expecting him to say something different, right? So you're exempted because you have very charming quality. Okay, anyone else? Yes.
In ascending and descending order.
Oh, what is that? Yes.
Depending origin, just to start from here. If you talk about emptiness, we just break down.
I see. Reductionist and creation. Huh? Okay, ascending and descending. Very good. This is best, easiest. Ascending, descending. Anyone else? No, what I'm saying is, what do you understand by positive and negative? You have been using this word so many times in your own language. So what do you understand by positive, negative? Quick. Anyone? Quick.
absence. Absence.
Which one? Positive.
That's what negative.
No, positive, negative. What do you understand by these two words? Negative is absence.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else?
Something of gaining and losing.
Something gaining, something losing. So which is gaining? Negative? Positive. Okay, positive is gaining. Gaining is good or bad?
Maybe good.
Okay.
Negative phenomena is something where we are negating everything, and positive is something where we are affirming that this exists, this is there, this is really there, this is the ultimate, this is there, and negative phenomena is something which we are negating. Like for example, no, I, no, here, no, 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 no.
Okay. So this person is very negative. This person very positive. This was very negative meaning. No, right? You are right. That's very true. Usually negative people, they say that, oh, can you please, can we go to the class? Oh, I have, this thing. Can I go? Yeah, but, all these are negative people, right? But, okay. Anything else? Positive, negative? Huh? Something acceptable is positive, something not acceptable is negative. COVID positive? Acceptable? Not acceptable, right? Okay. But here, when you say positive, negative, in this context, is very neutral in that sense. Neutral in the sense of being wholesome or unwholesome. It has nothing to do with wholesome, unwholesome, acceptable, non-acceptable, so forth. It's very different connotation. You're getting it? I'm going to explain this very, very quickly. This is very important. Positive, negative phenomena. Okay. Let's say that the what is this? A flower. So when I say there's a flower, there's a substance there. There's a substance there to tell you that I am the flower. You're getting it? Okay, what is in my left hand now? Absence of flower or nothing, right? Normally we'll say nothing is there. Nothing is there. Okay, then I ask you, the flower is there? No. Absence of flower is there? Yes. So, is there something there as absence of flower? There's no object there to tell you that I am the absence of flower. You're getting it? Then how do you know the absence of flower? Is through directly negating the presence of another object. You're getting it? It's only known through directly negating. So, an object, a negative phenomena, it has nothing to do with wholesome, unwholesome. You're getting it's very neutral in that sense. Say an object which a mind cognizes through explicitly negating, through explicit negation, is known as a negative phenomena. Like the absence of flower. Okay, let me say this again. Okay, an object which a mind cognizes meaning which a mind knows, which a mind cognizes through explicitly negating the presence, negating another object. Let me repeat it. Negate, reject, same. Let me say this again. An object which a mind cognizes through explicitly negating the object negation. That would make more the accurate. An object which a mind cognizes through explicitly negating the object negation. An object a mind cognizes through explicitly negating the object negation. Explicit. This is a keyword. Explicitly. Okay. Whereas a positive phenomena as phenomena which a mind cognizes without having to explicitly negate the object of the negation. What is meant by that? For example, absence of flower in my hand. Positive, negative. A negative. How? Because that absence of flower is the object which my mind knows through explicitly negating. No flower. Flower is explicitly negated. So that is the negative phenomena. Okay, now dream, positive phenomena, negative phenomena. Dream, positive, negative. Positive, very good. Very good. When Dorji says positive, everybody says positive. Okay. Okay. There's no tiger in the hall. Positive, negative. Negative. This flower is not chocolate. Positive, negative. Negative, very good. This flower is not permanent. Positive, negative. This flower is not permanent. Not permanent. Positive, negative. negative. This flower is not objectively real. Positive, negative. Negative. This flower is empty of objective reality. Positive, negative. Hey, you're in sleep, right? So sometimes you just say positive, sometimes you say negative, right? Not sure why you are saying this, right? What is MCQ? Multiple choice questions. So there are many choices, right? So how do you don't know which is correct? Then say Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you take it, right? But don't do like this. Okay, this flower is empty of objective reality. Positive, negative. Good. When you are mentally alert, you give the correct answer. Otherwise, positive, negative. Okay, it's negative. You're getting it. So, in other words, emptiness is always a negative phenomena. Don't forget it. Negative in that sense. It has nothing to do with virtuous, non-virtuous. It has nothing to do with wholesome, unwholesome. Emptiness is always a negative phenomena, whereas dependent origination is a positive phenomena. You're getting it in that sense. Now, within negative, there are two kinds. Within negative, there are two kinds. Let's say that, okay, so let's say that there's an interview. Okay, this job interview. When it's a job interview, Dogala is panicky, right? Okay, there's a job interview. For the job interview is that you are going this position for the chief attendant or the chief attendant of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Job interview for the position of chief attendant of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And who's interested? Raise hands. Oh, you're very good. You get an audience every day, right? Okay. So so you have to come for the interview first. So, okay, just raise hands, right? And don't teach your answer to others. Otherwise, others may get the job. Okay. Say, I'm interviewing you. So His Holiness, for the breakfast, His Holiness says, I don't drink coffee. Okay, raise hands. Then what will you serve, His Holiness? Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Okay, the Rigzenla. Huh? Chabuja, Tibetan tea. So His Holiness says, I don't drink coffee. Then the Rigzenla would say that I would offer the Tibetan tea. Okay. Anyone else? Raise hands. Just raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Yes, Dojila. Oh, yes, of hot water. Okay, good. Anyone else? Hey, Didi, what will you serve, His Holiness? His Holiness, I don't drink coffee. Huh? Masala chai. Okay. Didi will serve masala chai. Okay, the lady over there, what's your name? Behind you. Well, tell me, what will you serve?
Orange juice.
Oh, orange juice. Here. Elki. Yes.
I would ask His Holiness what would you like to do?
You got the job. Right. Okay. So, say, Dorji comes, Your Holiness, hot water. Right? His Holiness says, no, who told you that I drink hot water, right? And then the Waila, Your Holiness, orange juice, right? Who told you I'm taking orange juice? And who else? And then the reason la, Tibetan tea? No, Tibetan tea is not good for throat, right? In fact, in the olden times, in 1970s and 70s, saying His Holiness actually discouraged the common masses from drinking strong Tibetan tea. Why? Because His Holiness, during the public teachings, the monks, nuns, lay people, His Holiness noticed that people are coughing a lot. So His Holiness said, perhaps this is because of the Tibetan tea, right? So later on, in public teaching, when people start to cough, people warn each other, don't cough. His Holiness will stop even the butter tea. Right? so they are not, His Holiness is not so keen on Tibetan tea, right? And then what did you say? Orange juice. Who told you that I'm having orange juice, Vela? Right? So Bilki is smart. Your Holiness, what do you like to have? If you don't want coffee, what do you like to have? Right? Okay. So then yes, masala chai. Okay. So the point is that here, that His Holiness, when it is said, I don't drink coffee. Simply drinking coffee, the information that you get is only one information, that His Holiness does not drink coffee. That information is given. It does not give you any extra information of drinking hot water or juice or masala chai or Tibetan tea. Nothing, no information given. So you have to ask. You're getting it? You have to ask. Without asking, if you assert something, then you do not really understand what is known as non-affirming negative. So now let's say that, say Ajirji is your guest, and Ajirji said that I don't eat anything in the evenings till the next morning. So when will you give him food? Okay, till next morning, which means next morning is also fine, good. And so he said that I don't eat anything from the evening till the next morning. So when will you get the food? Afternoon is also fine. You're getting it? But he don't say I eat during the afternoon, but that is implicitly affirmed. You're getting it? So although rejected eating meal between the evening and the next morning, but there's some other information is implicitly given that I eat in the afternoon. You're getting it? So in both cases, object negation is explicitly negated. In the first case, I don't drink coffee. What is negated explicitly? Drinking coffee is explicitly negated. In the second case, the Ajirji said that I don't eat after evening till the next morning. So what was explicitly negated? Eating food after evening till the next morning. In both cases, it's explicitly negated object negation. But there's a difference there. In the first, information is only one information and there's no other information affirmed. Whereas in the second case, while rejecting something else is affirmed. That eating in the daytime is affirmed. You're getting it? Okay. So with this, the negative, there are two. One is affirming negative and the other one is non-affirming negative. You're getting it? And emptiness is always non-affirming negative. Emptiness, number one, emptiness should be always negative phenomena. Number two, within negative phenomena, which has otherwise two, affirming, non-affirming, emptiness should be non-affirming negative. You're getting it? Why these concepts are so precious is that at the moment, we get this information so easily because Lama Tsongkhapa explained it so well on the basis of what the sources like are Nagarjuna's teachings, Acharya Chandrakirti's teachings. But whereas around the time of Lama Tsongkhapa, say many even practitioners who study, who meditate on emptiness, they actually meditate on positive phenomena. They think that there is emptiness. And they think that they're meditating on non-affirming negative. They think that they're meditating on emptiness. Actually, they are not meditating on emptiness. In a way, it's a big waste of their time. They fully dedicated with great devotion, and they spend this much of time meditating years and years and supposed to be emptiness, but they're not meditating emptiness because what they're meditating on is either positive phenomena or negative. What is it? Positive means negative. What? Either is positive or affirming negative. You're getting it? Positive or affirming negative. If that is the case, you are not meditating on emptiness. Emptiness must be Non-affirming negative. You're getting it? Okay. You happy with this? Happy? Okay, good. Now let me ask one question. If you're happy, let me ask one question. Ready? Okay, and what is the rule? Tenzin, what's the rule? Tenzin,
Krishna asked the question, then we respect the answer.
did you hear what Tenzin Yeshila said? Abhishek, did you understand what you did not understand? So what he said, what Tenzin Yeshila said is that if I ask a question, don't expect answer from him. You're getting it? This is what he said. Okay, so ready? Ready? The question is that we said emptiness is what? Positive or negative? Affirming, non-affirming? Non-affirming. Okay. Non-affirming means nothing else is affirmed after explicitly negated object negation. Right? Emptiness. What is the full form of emptiness? What is the full form of emptiness? Emptiness of independent existence. Emptiness of objective existence. Very good. Okay. So when you reject, what is explicitly rejected? What is explicitly negated here? Emptiness of independent existence. Independent existence is explicitly negated. When you negate independent existence, dependence is affirmed or not? Not. Yes, no. So when we said emptiness is the short form of emptiness independent existence. Emptiness independent existence means there's no independent existence. There's no independence means everything is dependent originated. You get it? When you reject independence, dependence is affirmed. Yes? Yes? So emptiness of independent existence, when you say independent existence is empty, dependent existence affirmed. So therefore it becomes affirming negative. What? Yes. You said already non-affirming negative and you said you're happy. You getting it? This is a question for your group discussion. Okay. Now back to the main concept here, page 4. In dependent origination, okay, now look, say we are seeing emptiness dependent origination as two sides of the same coin. Same. Independent origination. So when you look at things which are dependent originated, this other side, two sides of the same coin. When you see things, for example, say that the spring, then in the winter, then the spring, then the flowers blossom, cause and effect. And now, say the 7th day, tomorrow the 8th day, coming to the causes, and now the results, they come to an end. Cause and effects, there is dependent origination operating everywhere. Cause and effect, dependent origination, parts and whole, dependent origination, mental imputation, dependent origination. You see it dependent everywhere. So with this, the moment we see dependent origination, then the other side is emptiness of independent existence, emptiness of objective existence, emptiness. So it says independent origination. From the side of the emptiness, there is no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going. Oh yeah, how many of you, be very honest, how many in your life, once in a time, there's a very complicated person, very complicated. To be with that person for 5 minutes is very extremely tiring, exhausting. Even to sit there with the person for 5 minutes is very tiring, yes? How many of that experience? Okay, if you are around a counselor, I understand it. Because this is the job of the counselors. You say something, the person says something different. And then you try to give some solution, the person said no, but, right? So there's a pressure. Even 5 minutes is so exhausting. Burnout can happen. Okay, so the raise hands, those who have that experience, raise hands. Even to sit with that person for 5 minutes is very suffocating. Mentally, your energy is just drained so fast. Raise hands. Okay, how many of you have no such experience? Raise hands. Okay, they are lucky people, right? Okay, don't worry, young ones. Don't worry, you're bound to meet with these people later on, right? Okay, so just imagine that you are dreaming, and in the dream you met with that particular person, complicated person, and then there's no escape for you. Then you feel what? So suffocated, so drained, right? What do you do now, right? And then your mother wakes you up. It's not real. I'm so happy. You agree? Can you imagine that? Okay, so it says that independent origination. There's no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going. You getting it? In dream, the person came and you feel so suffocated. In dream, the person who you love so much leaves you. So much sadness. Did it happen? In the dream, you dreamt of somebody who you love so much and died. Although in reality, the person is not yet died. It happened. Okay, you felt so sad. Okay, so when you wake up, you feel relieved. Why? Knowing that whatever happened in the dream is just coming from my mind. It's not really from the object. So likewise, in reality, we are going through another dream. There are two kinds. One is the conventional dream. Conventional dream meaning the dream where you go to bed, you dream, and you come back, you wake up from the dream every day. That is a conventional dream. There's another dream from which we have never woken up. Another dream from which we have never woken up. If you wake up from that, then you attain. So wake up fully, partially wake up, you become Arahat. Full wake up, you become Buddha. You getting it? Okay. So when you wake up, just when you wake up from the convention dream, the fear of somebody who you love so much leaves you, dies. That makes you so sad. That fear dissolves when you wake up. To know that it's just coming from your mind, it's not objectively there. Likewise, what we're going through now, this is all going in the unconventional dream. And we have never woken up from this unconventional dream. How do we wake up from the unconventional dream? So when do you wake up from the conventional dream? Anyone? What is the indication that you have woken up from the conventional dream? Every day you wake up from the dream. But how many you have dreamed at least once in your life? Why I'm asking this? Some people, they laugh. I know why. What is this? It happens to everybody. It's not. There's some people who never dreamed. Anyone who has never dreamed? Who has never dreamed in your life? You don't know what is dream? Raise hands. Okay, everybody had dream. That's good. I'm so glad. Sometimes I give the example of dream. Funny person says that I don't know what dream is. I never dreamed. I never dreamed in life. Okay. Now, if we wake up, okay, first my question to you is, what is meant by waking up from the conventional dream? What are the characteristics? Just raise hands. Say something so that we can save time. Okay, Ravi.
Realizing that it was not true.
We realize that what happened in the dream is not true. We realize that this is what we call as the waking up from the conventional dream. Jimala, what is meant by waking up? What are the indications? Waking up from the conventional dream. Not the daydream. Conventional, you go to bed, you sleep, you dream, then you wake up, or it was dream. How do you know that is a dream? What are the indications? Well, not necessarily what are the indications. What's the difference between dream and the waking up? Anyone? Okay, Ninjala. Yes, Ninjala.
In the dream, we see that reality, that the moment we wake up, we feel like that we just dreaming from reality.
In the dream, we see things as real. We view things as real, the dream as real. When you wake up, we come to know that it's not real. So this is what, how many of you agree with what Ravi said and Ningjila said? Raise hands. We all agree. Very good. So likewise, when we wake up from the dream of, we wake up from the unconventional dream. At the moment, are we in the conventional dream or the unconventional dream? Unconventional dream. So when we wake up from this unconventional dream, we see that whatever we are seeing, this is not objective real. They're all just coming from my mind. You're getting it? Okay. So when that happens, what happens? All the mental turbulence in the dream stops. You agree? Okay, let me say this. Say that the seeing the dream ghost as real. Seeing the dream ghost as real is wisdom or ignorance? Ignorance. And that ignorance happens in the dream or outside the dream? In the dream. And what's the consequence? Fear or loss of fear? Fear. So look, seeing the dream as real is ignorance, and the outcome of that is the fear in the dream. Now, seeing the dream as dream meaning seeing the dream as empty or being real. It is wisdom or ignorance? Wisdom. It happens in the dream or outside dream? Outside dream. What is the consequence? The fear arises or fear dissolves? Fear dissolves. So the wisdom outcome is the fear dissolves, and this is the waking up. It's for this reason that the Buddha is referred to as the fully awakened one. You're getting it? Okay. So with this, it says that all our problems in the unconventional dream. What kind of problems? Anyone? What kind of problems we have in the dream, in the unconventional dream? What kind of problems do we have? And raise hands. Ravi? Like what?
Stress, like
Due to?
overwhelming emotions we have in the dream.
No, this is not due to. It is the episode. What triggered that? Yes, Jumila.
Ignorance.
Okay. So in the conventional world, like what?
So many.
Huh? Okay, over there, Rizila. Past traumas, you can revisit the past traumas, and you can have a problem. Yes, anyone else? Quick. Sickness is a problem. Anyone else?
Fear.
Academic pressure. This is a big problem. Yes. And somebody says the fear. Who said it? Fear. Anyone else? Anxiety. Very good. Anxiety. Okay. So with all these problems, you're gonna. Okay. Anxiety due to what?
Anxiety, that it might happen.
Something may happen. Like what?
Depends on the dream.
Depends
on what kind of dream.
I'm not talking about the dream. I'm talking about the unconventional dream, not the real dream. Right? Anxiety what? Due to what? Anyone else? Unpleasant things like what? Hey, raise hands. Others? Yes. Ignorance. Of what? So what I'm saying is, in the unconventional dream, what kind of problems you have? Yes, over there. Contact with what? External object like what? I mean, look, this group is very special. It keeps things very, very secret. It doesn't really tell what's around. It's just deliberately making so vague, right? Right? Contact with what?
Unsatisfactory result.
Look, again, unsatisfactory result. Unsatisfactory result of what? Again, so keeping very vague. What? With what? Loss of what? Death of who? Okay, Benla.
The supervisor can create lots of problems.
Okay, don't talk too much about that. There are many professors here. You're getting it? Okay, Noah.
Lost of beloved ones, there's sickness, illness.
Okay, loss of somebody, loss of near and dear ones. So that near and dear ones, passes away. Okay, we see that in a. Do you agree with me? You are keeping. I don't know whether it's deliberate keeping vague. You are keeping things so vague. You are not telling me directly, right? So do you agree with me that all the problems in the world somehow they revolve around these 8 phenomena mentioned here? 8 phenomena. You get it? It says ceasing and arising. Ceasing and arising. Say the ceasing and arising, for example, say that the what? Say political one of the political, what do you call it? The agenda, not agenda, propaganda is change to arouse the people. Oh, this person going to become a change, so that everybody will have $1 million. Just creating illusion. Change is what is meant change. Let the old one cease and the new one arise. You're getting ceasing and arising. You're getting it? Ceasing and arising. Saying the same food again and again. Oh, it's the same food, right? You look for new one, right? So therefore arising of new things and ceasing of the old ones. So when the good things cease, you are very sad. When the bad things cease, you are excited. When the bad things arise, you're very unhappy. When the good things arise, you are happy. So look, ceasing and arising are the 2 phenomena which governs all our emotions because of ceasing and arising, good things, bad things. So look, our emotions stirred because of these 2 things. Seeing these 2 things as objectively real. Arising is objectively real and ceasing is objectively real. What is next? Annihilation, permanence. And your neighbor, very complicated neighbor, right? You want the neighbor to leave you, or you want the neighbor to be with you all the time? Leave, right? And your neighbor leaves for 2 days. You're very happy, again comes back. Again very sad. Again leaves, very happy. Then gradually what do you want? I want that person to live permanently. You're getting it? That is annihilation. You annihilate from this place, right? And then good things, you want it permanent, right? You want permanent. Okay? So this intrinsic, the permanent, you want things, good things as permanent. Okay. What is next? Coming and going. Good people, when they come, you're so happy, right? You're so happy. And the good people, when they leave, you are very unhappy. Coming, going, when they go, very unhappy. Good people, when they leave, bad people, when they leave, you're very happy. Bad people, when they come, you're very unhappy. You're getting, again, your emotions stirred because of coming and going. What is next? No separation, no sameness. Look, and say, some countries, they say that, for example, say before Second World War, no, after Second World War, then the East Germany, West Germany, they said that we are separate countries, right? They crave for the separateness. And then not really, it's more governed by the USA and the 2 parties, right? Yes? Not true. Yes. Then the next, during the unification, everybody's, no, East Germany, West Germany should be same, should be one. They break the wall, they celebrate. You're getting it? They said that we are one, right? And the Tibetan China, Tibetan say, no, we are different. And Chinese say, no, we are one. Look, right? So even on the domestic, in the family, says first they said that we'll be together, right? And then at one point we'll be separate, filing divorce, right? We crave for separation. So initially we crave to be together, right? And then after a while we crave to be separated. Very complicated. So this is the world. No separation, no sameness. In reality, this is all like dream. We crave for these things, dependent situation. So all our emotions stirred by these 8 phenomena, seeing the 8 phenomena as objectively real. You're getting it? Okay. So therefore, the Buddha said that find what you want. With separation, what do you want? With wanting together, what do you want? I want happiness. Together, 2 people together or 2 countries together will be happy. Are you sure? Or 2 people separated will be happy. 2 countries separated, I'll be happy. Are you sure? The real happiness is that you wake up from sleep to see that this is all like dream. They should not affect you. At the moment, these affect you. These 8 things affect you. When will these 8 things not affect you? When you wake up from the sleep of ignorance, these will not be affecting you. When you are not affected, that is the freedom. You're getting it? So it says, no separateness, no sameness. I prostrate to the consummate Buddha, the supreme among all teachers, the one who taught this peace, which is the freedom of elaborations. And tell me, who's the best teacher? What do you mean by teacher? Somebody who teaches you what you like to learn. And what do we like to learn? We like to be liberated. We like to free from suffering. We like to stop the tears of samsara. Right? We like to stop the tears of the pains. If that is the case, then whosoever teaches you most effectively, that is the best teacher. And in the universe, in the world, is the Buddha Shakyamuni who taught how to wake up from the sleep of ignorance. So therefore, this, if you practice, you see that your tears actually come to a stop. Therefore, Buddha is the supreme among all the teachers. Okay, so I prostrate to the consummate Buddha, the supreme among all teachers, the one who taught this peace. Which peace? The peace where your mind is not going to be affected by anybody else. So what do you say? Say when you have a little husband-wife conflict or whatever, little conflict is there, you say, please let me be in peace. Right? Give me space. Right? Let me in peace. Did you hear that? Did you hear? You said it? Jigman never said it, but you heard it. Right? Let me be at peace. Let me be at peace. So here is the one who taught this peace, which is free of all elaboration. Stop the elaborations, elaboration of your mental projection. Stop all the projections, and then you will not be affected by anything. You can be in the middle of the crowd of complicated people, your mind will not be affected when you see that these are all like dreams. Okay, Peter, have you a question?
Yes. I am under the impression that when we are saying waking up from the unconscious dream, it's an analogy for realizing emptiness.
Yes.
But then again, we said the one who realized emptiness is the Arhat. And now we are saying that the one who woke up is the Buddha. But between Arhat and Buddha, there is also compassion. So
Peter, did you hear what I said something? Partially woken up and fully woken up.
yes, that was going to be my question.
Yes. Partially woken up meaning? Do you know what is partially woken up? One day I was partially woken up. Not from the unconventional dream. You're getting it? Say, in my monastery. The day before, I saw a snake in the washroom. I saw the snake. And then I thought that all these young monks will do something with the older ones. These young ones will do something. And the next day, early morning, maybe like I think 4 or 5 o'clock, so I was going to the washroom. So the washroom was outside. And then I was partially sleep, partially woken up, but partially sleep. And then I just walked like this. I know the place. So even without looking at it, I know how to walk. Right? Because it's too familiar. And walked. And suddenly from the legs, right, something is doing like this. Right? I was fully woken up. Right? I jumped. It was actually a snake. Lucky that it did not bite. It did not bite. It was a snake actually. Because the snake was there and I must have stepped on the snake. And the snake just moved like this. Then I was fully woken up, and then I remembered that there was a snake around here. I jumped. You're getting it? Okay, say partially woken up is when the afflictive obscurations are removed. At that point, you become Arhat. Fully woken up is afflictive obscuration plus cognitive obscuration both removed, then you become a Buddha. So what is that? What makes the Arhat not be fully awakened? Because that they are lacking the element of the compassion. Okay, good. So done, right? What is next?
On this page, you have noticed the expression, the perfection of vision.
Page 6. Page 6, the last verse. Page 6, the last verse. Okay, page 6, last verse. Beyond our friends, thought and expression is the perfection of wisdom, which is unborn, unceased, and has the nature of space. It is the objective apprehension of self-realized wisdom. To you, the mother of Buddhas, or 3 times I will obeisance. So I read in one text that this verse is said by the Rahula, the Buddha's son. Rahula, he said this in memory of his mother. Rahula, his mother passed away very early. So he said this, but this is what I don't know. Rahula, of course, later he became an incredibly great master, the son of the Buddha. And in fact, today, from the Buddha, the tradition of the monasticism amongst nuns, that tradition came out from the Buddha. And say at one point there are 18 divisions. 18 divisions because after the Buddha there are so many great teachers. Among the Buddha's disciples, there were many great teachers like for example, like the Mahakashap. Then Ananda himself became the Arhat. And then what? Shariputra, Mugalayana, and the Upali. There are so many great teachers. So eventually the teachers, then teachers, for example, like say in the Tibetan tradition there are so many teachers, in the Chinese tradition there are so many teachers, in the Theravada tradition there are so many teachers, within Theravada again, in Sri Lanka there are so many teachers, in Thailand there are so many teachers. So it's a natural process, natural phenomena that the teachers, when then they will have their own followers. So this is how the smaller groups come into existence. So after Buddha, eventually there were 18 divisions of the Buddha's teachings with 18 different teachers in different times. Then 18 divisions happen. Of these 18, today only 3 are left. One is Theravada tradition. Which you predominantly find in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia, and so forth. And the other one is the Dharmagupta tradition. Dharmagupta tradition is the tradition which you find in the Chinese Buddhism. In Chinese Buddhism, Dharmagupta tradition. Dharmagupta tradition. And the third one is Mool Sarvastivada tradition. Mool Sarvastivada tradition. In Tibetan, Shitamche Yobarma Vedyaba. Shitamche Yobarma Vedyaba. Mool Sarvastivadin tradition. And there is a Tibetan tradition. There are 2 of them. And the Tibetan tradition, which is the Mool Sarvastivada tradition, the original abbot was Rahula, the Buddha's son. The original abbot was Rahula. So Rahula became such an enlightened master. Okay, so it said that he said it, and when he said it, this all, historically speaking, we cannot really decide. Okay, so I'm going to quickly explain this. Beyond our friends. So when you actually experience emptiness in its bare form, that experience is so profound that words cannot utter it fully. Thought. So thought, what a thought? Thought is conceptualization. And the direct experience is very different. Direct experience is going to be very different. So it is beyond thought and expression. And words cannot adequately express what this ultimate reality is, which somebody experiences in his bare form. Okay, guidance Rama, you want to go to sit with the uncle Mingje? Yes, stand up. So when Gayatri misses Uncle Yingje, then this is how she does. Come, come, come. Gayatri Zurma, she sings Tibetan song. Why not you sing a song now? Will you? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 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 Okay. Yes, the Uncle Dorji will give you this, the mic. Mic. He will sing with you. Hey, hey. Yes. Okay, maybe afterwards, after 10 minutes. After 10 minutes. Yes. Okay, good. After 10 minutes. She sings a beautiful Tibetan song. And she also has the Blaze, this book, her own copy of the Blaze, which she got it way before many of us got it. She already got it, and she takes this book with her to the main temple in TCV school. She's from TCV school. And in the temple, she used to recite. And she also recited Ye Dharma Mantra, everything by heart. Okay. So it says, beyond utterance, thought and expression is the perfection of wisdom, which is unborn. On the ultimate level, through ultimate analysis, it is unborn. See? And then unborn, unceased. So ceasing happens on the conventional level. On the ultimate level, it is unceased, and it's the nature of space. It is the object of apprehension of self-realized wisdom. That experience is only when you get into the ultimate analysis yourself, and that too without the conceptualization. Then you see the ultimate reality in its bare form. To you, the mother of the Buddhas. So this experience of emptiness is the one which removes all the mental defilements. Remove all the defilements, the person becomes a Buddha. So that experience is like the mother giving rise to the Buddhas. To you, the mother of the Buddhas, for the 3 times, I bear obeisance. Yes.
Geshe, unceased. Can we say that emptiness is
Emptiness is a permanent phenomenon.
one of the questions that's why I asked. Can you say that?
No, not in that sense. For example, say this here, unborn unceased is in the context of the ultimate analysis. So for the absence of flower, you don't go into the ultimate analysis. Absence of flower is permanent. It does not have substance. But to get it, you don't need to go into ultimate analysis. With the conventional analysis, you can still see the absence of flower, permanent phenomena. But emptiness, to get there, you have to go into the ultimate analysis. Then you see the unborn nature, unceased nature. Otherwise, say the flower is born. The flower is born, but ultimately, in the ultimate subject and flower ultimate analysis, then the flower is unborn in the ultimate analysis. But the absence of flower is seen by conventional analysis. Absence of flower is unborn. That unborn nature is again on the conventional analysis, not the ultimate analysis. So this unborn here in the text, this is in the ultimate analysis, being born is it does not exist. So it is in the form of unborn nature. Good. Yes, this is a characteristic of the emptiness of the ultimate reality. Good. Okay, so what is left now? Nothing's left. Okay, so before that, I know what you're going to say. So the next is that we are still not yet complete from this morning. The collection and the special shape, right? How of the rejection of 7 modes. What is the first mode? Okay, anybody who can identify the 7 modes by heart, quick. Anybody who can identify 7 modes very quick? Raise hands, raise hands, raise hands. How many of you know the 7 modes by heart? How many of you know the 7 modes to be rejected by heart? Raise hands. Okay, Vijayana Manla. Okay, let's say the Tensi Sherabla. Okay, let's listen to Tensi Sherabla. seven modes to be rejected. Seven modes: oneness, differentness, dependent, dependee, appropriation, collection, specialty. Wonderful. Anybody else? Anyone else? Okay, Indrajit ji.
Oneness, differentness, dependent, dependent, appropriation, selection, and special.
Very good. Anyone else? Yes, Imendola. Very good. Anyone else? Hey, Rizanla. Yes. Rizanla. Yes.
Oneness, differentness, dependent, dependent, appropriate, collection, and special state.
Very good. Anyone else?
Youngest is
Youngest. Yes, youngest.
oneness, different,
Differentness. Very good.
depending, appropriation, and collection, shape.
Special. Very good. Very good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yes.
Oneness, differentness, dependent, depending, appropriation, collection, special.
Wow. When did you learn this? Very fluent. Okay, anyone else? Okay, good. So of these 7 rejections, how many rejections we already did? 5 done. Okay, Dorji, raise hands. Yes.
Oneness, differentness, dependent, 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 appropriation, collection, and special type.
Special shape.
Special.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, so now we are stuck with which one? The collection. Okay, how do you reject the collection of the parts of the person to be the person? How do you reject that? Anyone? Okay, this is a very serious question. If somebody can succeed this, then you can get emptiness easily. So this is where many people get stuck. Okay, the question is, how, say we said that these 7 things are to be rejected. 7 modes of objective existence are to be rejected. The number 6 is collection. Collection of the parts. Collection of the parts to be the person. To be the person, that is to be rejected. How can you reject it? Yes, Hadullah.
If collection of the parts were the power of person,
No, don't say or person. People will get confused. Collection of the atoms of the flower. If there is a flower, then
by seeing the atoms, we should be able to see the flower.
by seeing the atoms, we should be able to see the flower. Why? 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 Okay, collection of the atoms of the flower, atoms which are the parts of the flower, is not flower. How? Anyone? Raise hands. Okay, the Rina.
If we see atoms, there will be no shape of flower.
Why not?
If we see in atomic level,
Yes,
then there will be no flower.
but the collection is there.
But if we see,
Yes, the collection is there, right? That collection is a flower. But we said the collection is not the flower, and you said, yeah. You're getting it? We are rejecting the collection to be the flower.
if we see in atomic level, there is no flower.
But there is no collection also. Okay, Peter.
I think we can arrange the same parts in a different way.
Okay, when I am trying to say argued, doesn't mean that what the other person said is wrong. You're getting it? I'm just seeing the confidence level of the other person. We all have to grow. The more we study, our confidence will become stronger, stronger, stronger. In other words, what I'm saying is that, so what 2 of them said is good. I simply am watching that your confidence. Okay, Peter. The mic.
So Geshe,
is working.
Geshe, we
Yes.
can have a collection of parts,
Yes.
but let's say the same collection of atoms that can result in the flower, but we can arrange the same collection of atoms, and if we arrange them differently, we won't have a flower, we'll have something different.
Okay, how many agree with Peter? In a sense, when the collection of is the same collection of the atoms, but put it differently, then it's not a flower. Okay, so then next comes what? The special shape. You're getting it? Special configuration. Don't arrange the atoms in your own way or whatever you like, but in a particular way, that particular way of the configuration, that is the flower. How do you reject it? Not, random organization. Put the atoms in a particular configuration. Special shape meaning particular configuration, a very specific configuration. You don't just put it haphazard way. So that special configuration is the flower.
I think it's kind of the opposite, because we have the configuration, but if you don't use the same parts, it will be a different.
This is what I'm
thing.
saying. Same parts with a special configuration. So that is the flower. Okay, anyone who can. Jimila, you will say something? Yes, Jimila. Try. Yes.
It is like when we have a special shape or like configuration of something, then it is made up of some parts.
Yes.
So when if there is like a missing one part of anything, that configuration will not be completed. So like we could not say that it is totally that like shape.
Okay, so Jamila is saying that let's say this is a flower. So it is a combination of the multiple parts. These parts put in a special configuration. If this special configuration of these parts is the flower, then remove one part from this. Remove this, then the special configuration is gone. So the flower is not there, but the flower is there. You getting it? Okay, in which case I like to say that because the special configuration is changed a little bit, remove one petal, so the flower has changed a little bit. You getting it? So the special configuration is the flower, meaning that, what happened? Time up? Okay, so which means that special configuration, because that you remove one petal, special configuration is gone. But the flower is there. So special configuration is not the flower. My argument is that, yes, I agree, special configuration is gone, but it is not fully distorted. It's just one part is removed. So flower is not the same as the before. Flower also changed a little bit. It's still a flower. So what special configuration still remains as a flower. Anyone else? How to reject the special configuration as the flower? Okay. Yishilamala for NMC1. Oh, no. Yes. Mike. Everybody wants to listen to NMC1.
Geshe-la, NMC1 was just like that. Because if, say for example, I can give an example of say cart. A cart. So if I remove the wheels, then it will not function like that, no?
True.
So
okay, anyone else? Okay, Tinziviala. Okay, NMC1.
Why the shape of the flower, a specific shape is not the flower. So if each part of the flower, the leaf, the stem, the petals, have their own unique shape. And if we take apart the flower, all the parts, they have their own unique shape.
Yes.
It doesn't change
Yes.
when we take it apart. So, and we put it together, there is this whole shape There is a
Yes.
whole.
Yes.
So that is only coming from the mind because the shape doesn't change of the each individual part of the
That
flower.
doesn't change, I agree.
So-
but when you put together, a new shape comes. That is the flower.
That is the shape of the flower. Because Geshe-la, that unique shape, how is that coming? Because each part has its own unique shape, and when we are putting it together,
Yes.
there is a whole,
Yes.
which is just coming from the mind. Because
It
there
doesn't
is
matter if it's coming from the mind or from the object, but unique shape comes. Be it from mind or be it from the object, it comes. That is a flower.
Can I put forth my second rejection?
Yes. First one doesn't work.
That's rejected. Okay.
The second one.
So from here, from afar, I see it as a flower, a specific shape that we are rejecting. When I go really close to the flower, I don't see the shape. I only see the individual parts of the flower.
Yes.
So where is the shape? The shape
I'm
is
not
just
asking whether the shape is objectively there or not. My argument is whether the shape exists objectively or subjectively doesn't matter. But the special shape is the flower. What's the problem?
So my counter rejection is that there is no specific shape. It's just coming from the mind. Why?
The flower is not there.
Flower is there, Geshe-la.
Flower is there. Shape is not there.
The whole
Yes.
is greater than some of its parts.
So
So the mind is, I'm scared because you. The mind takes a quantum leap and we project that individual shape.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
So-
The shape is imputed by the mind.
Yes.
This is not my question. My question is, I'm not asking whether the shape exists objectively or subjectively. This is not my,
Okay.
my question is, the shape, is that the flower?
Because Geshe-la, when I'm going closer to the flower, I'm only seeing individual parts. I'm not seeing the shape
agree
of the
with
flower.
you. I
So
agree with you.
That can't be the flower.
Why
the
not?
shape, the unique shape cannot be the flower.
Why not?
Because it's dissolving into parts and further dissolving
Are you
into parts.
Tenzipia or not?
Yes.
Are you Tenzipia?
Yes.
You are Tenzipia.
I'm scared.
But where,
Yes.
when you go to the paths, where is Tenzipia? There's not there. But you are Tenzipia. Nobody can reject it.
Exactly my point, Geshe-la.
Right?
Yes.
So therefore, the shape is the flower.
No.
How not? Because you are Tenzipia. What's the problem?
So I'll come back to you tomorrow. Please.
Okay,
I'll come
yes,
back to you
tomorrow. Come back
Let me
tomorrow.
think about
Okay, the Vichengla.
If something is a flower, then it should possess all the attributes of a flower. So the
Yes.
flower is the possessor, and all the attributes are the objects possessed by the flower.
Yes,
So the attributes of the flower include shape,
Yes.
color, fragrance, tactility of the flower, and so on. So if the shape is the flower, then the shape should be the possessor of fragrance, should be the possessor of tactility, should be the possessor
Of course, what's the problem? Shape has tactility, has fragrance. Yes.
But the shape and the other attributes of the flower, they are so the shape and the flower, they are entity-wise one. And
No, this is
isolated.
your position.
Yes.
This is your position. I'm saying is that shape is the flower.
If the shape is, for example, the shape doesn't have fragrance, because if the shape has fragrance,
Why not? Shape has fragrance, of course. Why not? Why the shape doesn't have fragrance? Why not?
because the shape is seen by the eye consciousness.
That's
so
fine.
Yeah.
For example, say, Vijayala, I'm seeing Vijayala with my eye consciousness. You have shape, you have fragrance, you have the tactility, everything's there. I can see with the eyes, right? Okay, Mana is not happy. Not happy with me or with Vijayala? Okay.
I think you're not seeing the fragrance and so on.
That's true, I agree.
Yeah.
So, say, for example, let's say that the flower, does it have fragrance? Yes. We can see the flower. Right? We can see the flower. We can see the flower. What we see has a fragrance, everything which our eyes cannot see. So there's no contradiction. That the shape of the flower is the flower. And yet, the shape has all these attributes like fragrance and so forth. And Vijayana said that shape does not have the fragrance because the shape is what we can see. I said flower is also what you can see, yet it has all the attributes. So what's the problem? Why the shape of the flower is not the flower?
I think, if I remember correctly, that it is true that we recognize the flower through its shape. But in the context of what we're discussing here, about rejecting the objective existence of the shape being the flower,
Yes.
I mean, I remember another example, and probably it's quite close to what PLR was trying to say, which is that I remember the example of, let's say, a painting of His Holiness. And then from afar, you see, His Holiness there, and then we'll start prostrating. And then, but as we go closer, then all we see are sort of the little pieces of paper of individuals that make up. So at the close distance, we don't see His Holiness's face at all, but we just see a lot of individual parts that are people making up the painting. So that's why the shape in and of itself is not the flower. Yes. So it's a matter of perspective and distance.
Or not?
Yes.
So you don't have to cite. You say that, for example, the picture of His Holiness at Dalai. Like this, you can say directly rather than citing somebody.
Oh no! I'm
You're
not
citing that.
I'm citing the example, like painting of His Holiness.
So tell me directly. So in what way? Say in what way the shape of the flower is not the flower?
Yeah, so at a distance you see this shape and then you recognize it as a flower. So I think it was the same point as what PLR said. So when you go closer, all you see are the atoms and the parts. The shape disappears.
So the flower is not a flower?
The flower is a flower
because if you go closer, the flower also disappears?
Yeah, so from a distance it's a flower.
Okay, so otherwise it's not a flower.
It's not an objectively existent flower by its shape.
Saying.
Yeah.
So the shape is not objectively the flower.
Yes.
Shape of the flower is not objectively the flower, but the shape of the flower is the flower.
Yes. Sorry. No, shape of the flower is flower.
I'm glad. Okay,
but
say it again.
Shape is not the objectively existent flower.
Very good. So say it again. Shape of the flower is flower.
It's flower.
Say it louder.
The shape of the flower is flower.
Okay, this is not rejected by Acharya Chandrakirti.
No.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Manla, you have to write another commentary.
Okay, sorry.
Right. Okay. Tenzi Sherabla. Okay, the point is that, look, all of us, say for example, say Ishilamala, Farizala, they resent, Farizala, Tenzi Biala, Vishangla, Manla, they're all from NMC1. You getting it? And what the answers that they're giving is so good. Same, we keep studying, keep contemplating, keep meditating, and your confidence will keep growing. Understand your emptiness will become deeper, deeper, and deeper. It's very important. You're getting it? It's not that I'm challenging. It is that we have to keep growing. So through more studies, so they always study all these things. Still they're coming. They don't say, oh, I already studied this. This is not the attitude. This is so important for all of us. This is like, say, for the newcomers, in a way, this is like a big lesson for us, big inspiration for us. Yes, Tinsherla.
If the special configuration
yes.
of the parts was the flower, then even under ultimate analysis, you should still see flower, because the special configuration of the parts hasn't changed, only your perspective has changed.
Okay, say if the special configuration of the flower is the flower, then
even under ultimate analysis, you should still see flower.
Why?
Because the special configuration of the parts hasn't changed, just your perspective.
A special configuration, is that seen by the ultimate analysis?
Yes, you see the...
Are you sure?
No.
Okay, special configuration of the flower, is it a positive phenomena, negative phenomena? Positive phenomena. And emptiness is ultimate reality is negative phenomena. You're getting it?
Yes.
So the special configuration, you see that it is still the conventional analysis.
Okay.
Okay. The Ben Dizingzela.
So Geshe, in a way, I agree with what Tenzin Piala said and Manla said. So Manla gave the example of, let's say we have the picture of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, a huge picture that is made up of like a small dots, where each dot is like a devil face. Okay, and then from far away we see His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and then we revere. But when we go closer, then we see the individual dots, the demon faces, and then we're getting scared. So the special configuration didn't change, but what we see is very different.
So
the special configuration is not the object, because the same special configuration is at one time His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and at the second time demons.
But the special configuration, this is His Holiness's picture.
So why those that are more close by don't see it as His Holiness?
But they don't see it.
No, they do see the same thing.
This is subtle. It has subtle impermanence. We don't see this. Even if you go close, you will not see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but
it is subtly changing.
But we say that the subtle...
Simply because it is a reality, it doesn't mean that you go close, you should be able to see that. We don't see the subtle...
But we say that the special shape is the object.
Yes.
So in both cases, we see the special shape.
In which case?
From far away and from close by.
Yes. Close by we are seeing the special shape. So that is the flower.
But from close by, we don't see the flower.
It doesn't matter. Even if it is, we may not be able to see it.
But we see the special shape.
That's fine. We are seeing the flower, but we are not seeing the momentariness.
No, but we say that the special shape is the flower.
Flower is momentary. The flower is momentarily changing.
But we are not saying
we are not seeing the momentary changing. We only see the flower.
But we are not saying
special shape is the flower. We are seeing the flower. We are seeing the special shape. We are not seeing the flower. Flower is momentarily changing.
Yes.
Right? So we are seeing the flower, but not seeing the momentary change.
But when you say is, in this case, it is not the same.
In both cases, is. Special shape is the flower. Flower is the momentarily changing.
But that one is like we're saying that these two are equal. And the second is, we mean like an attribute.
That's fine. What's wrong with it?
So if the first is like equal, so everything that we see in the first case, we should also see in the second case.
No, the special shape is a flower.
Yes.
Special shape is a flower. Special shape is a phenomena. Special shape is object. It has many attributes. One of which is a flower. Special shape is flower.
I need to think.
Okay. So what is the answer? Anyone? Peter?
I'm not sure, but are we still talking about parts? Because if just the shape and no parts,
then it's not the flower.
No, the shape with the parts. Okay, so not decided. They say, so we bring this up. Osana will try, yes.
So if the special shape were to be flower, so regardless of from which angle or what directions, you will see flower. So how do you justify you see a flower? Is by the feelings or the impressions that you get. So a special shape over there, from far, I see as a flower, I have a pleasant feelings. If I go closer to it, the special shapes is not altered, everything as it is. But when I look at that, it's no longer give me the same feelings of that. So with that, I would say that from my perspective, the special shape would not be the flower because it does not give me the same cognitions every time.
Which means?
Which means the special shape is not the flower.
Why not?
I've just said it.
This flower is momentarily changing.
Yes.
When I see the momentarily changing, it gives me a fear. They say my attachment drops.
Okay.
Right? But it is. But I'm not seeing this. And when I see this flower, I see it's not as momentarily changing. My emotions are, let's say, not like down. Although it is momentarily changing, but I'm not feeling it. So is it that it's not the momentary changing?
Sorry,
So you said
Geshe-la?
that the special shape is not the flower.
Yes.
Because I don't get the same feel as the flower when I see the special shape.
Yes.
So likewise with this flower, is it not momentarily changing? I don't get the same feel as that when I see it as a momentarily changing. I see this flower, but I'm not seeing the momentarily changing.
You are, I would say that the two looking is a two different object they are looking at. So if you are looking at the momentary changes, then there will be the special shapes of the momentary changes that will give you the feelings. When you do not see the special shapes of the momentary changes, obviously you don't have the same feeling.
So
Because
you are seeing the same special shape, but not seeing the flower. This is what it's saying. You're seeing the special shape, but no, you're not seeing the flower.
do it. Will I see? No.
So
Sorry,
you
I
said
didn't get
special
answer.
shape is not the flower.
I said, yes, the special shape is not flower.
Because we see the special shape, but we don't see the flower through close inspection.
No, without changing the special shapes, no
That's
matter
what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I cannot follow the thoughts, but from my perspective is a special shape is as it is. So regardless of how you see it, you should always see the same object if it is that object. So because of this, without altering the special shapes, regardless of how I see, I will have a different cognition or understanding, seeing something. So which means that if the special shape is the flower, no matter how I look at that special shape, it's supposed to give me the same flower feel.
Feel of the flower.
Yeah, yes. But I don't. So that means that the special shape cannot be the flower. If it is the flower,
Okay,
it
my
has to be
question
seen
to
as
you
a
is
flower.
why, if the special shape of the flower is the flower, why should that special shape give the same feel as the flower? Why?
So,
let me repeat it.
Yeah.
If the special shape is the flower, why by seeing the special shape you should necessarily get the feel of the flower? Why?
Because from the context, it gives a feelings. So that if it for the same object with the contact, you will have the same feeling from the subjective mind contact, and you'll get the same feeling. So if it is a flower, then the feeling should be always the same. And if it's not, then it may not be that object that you previously recognized.
Okay, so in a way what Sonam was saying is that if the special shape is a flower, when you see the special shape, whenever you see the special shape, you should get the feel of the flower. Did you all follow this? This is not wrong. This is absolutely correct. But the questions are there. So you have to make the distinction. That the question is, if the special shape is a flower, likewise, I am bringing another analogy. If the flower is momentarily changing, say here too, here too. If the special shape is the flower, likewise, if the flower is momentarily changing, if the special shape is the flower, seeing the flower, you should be able to have the feel of this special shape. No, if the special shape is the flower, by seeing the special shape, you should have the feel of the flower. Likewise, the flower, if the flower is momentariness, by seeing the flower, you should feel the momentariness. But we don't. We see the flower, we don't see the flower as momentariness you don't see, you don't feel. We see the static. So the point is that, I say in a way what I'm saying, so what Sonamla said, what they say the others, what Benla, Vishangla, Manla, Tenzimpiala, and in fact these two girls, Ladunla and the Rina, what they said is they are perfectly correct. Only thing is that, I say, emptiness is extremely subtle phenomena. Very subtle phenomena, because of which you should have the mental eyes to see the nuances. So that bring something very similar, you should be able to see the distinction. And Benla is trying to make the distinction. You're getting, he understood what I'm saying. That the flower, the special shape is the flower, versus the flower is momentariness. So he's trying to make the distinction. You're getting it? So the thing is that any such question somebody brings, entertain them.
And it is because these are the nuances, extremely subtle distinctions there, and these will come to us only through constant contemplation. Your thinking will become better, better, better. So, for example, to give you one example, is that let's say that the same painting of the Mona Lisa, and for example, say Kaiden's Dhamma. Where is Kaiden's Dhamma? Yes, Kaiden's Dhamma. Like her, she has extremely bright eyes, very young. And those like here, Dedana and Sunam Jamala, where Sunamla? Say, okay, over there. Okay, Sunam Jamala, Dedana, their eyes are very sharp. I don't think someone you're putting glasses. Oh, but you're putting glasses. Okay. Okay, then. Okay, let's say, okay, on average, now I cannot specifically identify people. There are differences there. Say, generally speaking, those who are in the late teenage, their eyes are extremely sharp, extremely clear. And so if you are to look at the same painting of Mona Lisa, the young ones like in the early 20s or like late the teenage or early 20s, they look at the painting, they are seeing the painting directly. Like me, look at the painting, we see the painting directly. And people who put like very thick glasses, they also see the painting directly. You're getting it? But although we are all same in seeing the painting directly, there's a difference in the vision. Clarity of the vision. You agree? Clarity of the vision is different. So the young ones, the clarity is amazingly clear. In fact, one time, I must be age 12. I had a very small dictionary, English dictionary. What is that? Not Oxford. No. No. Not Collins. What is that? I forgot the name also now. No. Okay, if you say something which is not relevant, even my memory will go away. Right? It's about to remember and then you are distorting it. Okay, it doesn't matter. I have a small dictionary. Webster's English Dictionary. Look. Huh? Who said it? You said Webster's. Oh, thank you. Webster's English Dictionary. A small dictionary, and the letters are so tiny. And for us, we see it very clearly. It was not an issue, and I did not even think that these small letters. One day, my father was so amused to see a very small book, and he just looked at it and see what is. He was so. It's a book. Somebody must be reading this, but we cannot read it. And then he was testing. He gave it to me and asked me to read it. I read it very fast. He was so confused. You have extremely sharp eyes. You're getting it? So what I'm saying is that we all of us, we are seeing the same thing, but they differ in the clarity of the vision. You're getting it? Likewise, say the arhats, they see emptiness. Bodhisattvas, Gade, Para, Samgade. Again, there are 10 levels. They all see, particularly after the Paragade level, all the Bodhisattvas, all the Arhat, and the Aryas, they see emptiness directly. But how they see, there's a difference in the clarity of the vision. You're getting it? So therefore, the thing is that simply because you understand emptiness doesn't mean that you see it more clearly. So we have to keep growing. It is based on that. So the more clear you see the emptiness, then the chances for us to remove the mental defilements is greater. Okay, we stop here. Okay, can I finish some song? Ready? Good. Come. Tenzin Yinche, come. Tenzin Yinche, come with Kaya.
Charvachering kyoro kasaleo, nimame kyoro kisaleo, kasaleo, kisaleo, kasaleo, kisaleo, kyawa tenzin gyatso, kasaleho, zambling yongi kyoro kisaleo. Kasaleo, kisaleo, kasaleo, kisaleo.
Wow.
Second song. Second song.
Yeah, Dharma. Okay, so in the wording of this song, which I heard, is that His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso, you are the one who is a source of ultimate joy for the whole world. This is wording. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gatisla. Thank you. Okay, now we will direction prayer. Yes. A direction prayer, page 52. Page 52. Direction prayers. I dedicate the marriage Das Gathered towards the realization that is in the prayers of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas those 3 times, and to the holding of the doctrine, scripture, and insight. May in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, bodhicitta, perfect into 2 stages. From my 2 collections, vast space that have amassed, from working with effort in this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds wisdom is planted with ignorance. Yata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhisvatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhisvatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhisvatyata